Give it another minute, or is this everybody we're expecting, you think?
Well, we might have another couple people hopping on. I'd say go ahead and get started, though, because we want to honor the 30 minutes. So.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to the final big picture call. What is today? Sunday, February 10th. So I hope everybody, has had a great program so far and really, enjoyed this and learned from it and feel like you're further along than you were, a month or two ago. I know that it can be challenging to keep up with it. So some of you guys might be a few days behind, but don't sweat it. Just finish it out and, do it at your own pace. Just get it done. Stay consistent with it. Even if it's only 5 minutes a day, it's worth it. I know I've been there. I've had programs where I've gotten behind, but I always try to at least do it every morning for a few minutes just to catch back up. And the consistency of it is why it's so valuable. The act of doing this every morning. Because I know that the days when I don't do it are the days I feel off emotionally.
Oh, Tyler, can't hear you all of a sudden. Can't hear you, Ty. Are you guys not hearing him?
Like really
you connected onto my Bluetooth. This is Eric. For some reason.
There we go. All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Where'd you lose me?
I don't know. I was like, what's going on? I saw your mouth going and I heard background noise, but no Tyler.
Shoot. Sorry. So I was just saying, keep plugging away, finish the program strong, and just talking about tonight, kind of what I want to do. So want everybody to go around and share we're doing these multiple areas. We're creating these visions in our life, right? I know for me, like some areas are super easy. It's like, here's my vision, bump it out. And some areas are more of a struggle. So I want everybody to give the area where you feel like you're struggling the most and you need to continue to work at, and maybe the area that you feel like you've gained the most clarity in during this program. And just have everybody go around and share that. And, maybe we'll have some conversation about that. So I know we got to keep this call under 30 minutes. So make sure you stay concise with your message, but let's get to everybody and share the area you feel like you're struggling with the most and you need to continue to work at, and the area you feel most clear on after this program. So who would like to start? Go ahead, Pam.
Okay, thank you, Tyler. I would say for the struggling the most, I've learned a lot, especially since you came on live the other day with your 10X follow-up from that conference. It really helped me rethink and go back and sort of revise a bit. But I think I'm still struggling with, I've made my vision bigger and my goals bigger, but at the same time, I still feel like I'm limiting myself, and there's no reason to, because as I learned from all of you in the beginning, is don't worry about the details of getting there. Just put it out there and make it happen, and it will happen. So that part I still want to work on. And the part that I think has been my strength through this has been being consistent with this, which I wasn't sure that I was going to do a good job at because I've done some of Rod's programs before and I have not completed them. So this was great, and I have to say, I think what I got out of being consistent with this and really digging deep when I was thinking about how I would respond is that the days that the day was going on, it was getting like 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I was not feeling right that I didn't have it done yet, because the later it got, even though I wanted to complete it on time, I did not want to jip myself by being brief and not being so thorough. So it's really, really helping me a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that's the value of being consistent, right? It makes it harder for you to quit. If you stay consistent every week that you're consistent, it's like, wow, now I'm 3 weeks consistent. I can't quit now. And then eventually it's second nature, right? So I think I miscommunicated. So quickly, just give me the category. So we have these 5 categories. You're creating a vision, relationships, finances, all these things. What I want everybody to do, it's okay. I think I miscommunicated that. So just real quickly, tell me the area you feel like you need more clarity in and the area that you have the most clarity in after this program.
So the financial, is that what you mean? Like, so the
Yes.
financial piece would be the struggle piece, because I think I'm
Okay.
still limiting myself there. And otherwise, made huge progress on my health. And
Great.
since I started this, my health, my vision, identity, and commitment to my health piece.
Great. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So that's kind of what, do what Pam did and kind of expand upon your thoughts a little bit, but try to give me a category you feel like you're struggling in and a category you feel like you're succeeding in. So who would like to go next? And I can't see hands, so just unmute yourself and go for it.
This is Sarah. I'll go next.
Hi, Sarah.
For myself, the fitness, I've been nailing that one. I signed up for a program, so that one's been really good. The career one / financial one right now is my biggest. It's kind of a crossover because of the fact that there's so many balls in the air right now, and they're all starting to land. And so I have that, and some of it it's a little clear, and others it's just a work in progress.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you. Who's next?
It's Andrea. I'll go. So mine too, the financial one that it started today. I'd love to dive deeper in that. You grow up a certain way with, your parents saying certain things and limiting beliefs on things. And just since doing personal development and being in this team, I've learned a lot and grown a lot, but it's still something that I really want to understand. And Rod's video was about like your value. So I want to learn more about that and dive deeper into that.
Great.
The health one, definitely I know I'm good at, because like, for example, I did an Ironman last year, and it was all about vision and focus. I pictured myself crossing the finish line and how I was going to feel every single day. I also pictured myself like being scared about going into the swim every single day, so I visualized that whole thing, and it worked out exactly how I expected it to.
Awesome. That's, I feel like health and finances are the two we talk about the most because they're the easiest to measure, right? Like finances, you can easily see what your bank account looks like, and health, you can easily see what your time in the race was, or what your weight is or whatever. They're easy to measure. And that's, at least for me, that's what I've experienced too. Like, it's easy to create a good vision and grow there. It's a little bit more challenging maybe for relationships, because how do you measure that? So I'm assuming most people are going to talk about that as well, but yeah, great. Thank you for the share. Who's next?
I'll just follow up real fast. My biggest weakness is going to go with career. Just because, with work, there's been a lot going on. They just laid somebody off who was high up in our plant. And that was a big, like, I took that like as a big whoa moment. And so that I want to work on that more and more. And my biggest strength, I'm going to go with health. And I know Tyler and Eric know this. This past Thursday, I just hit a number of my deadlift that I haven't been able to do, and I did it for reps. And I was pretty excited about that. So I know, like, I'm getting better and better. And if you follow me on Instagram, you see the consistency I'm putting in at the gym. So, I mean, those are my biggest two right now, I guess.
Yeah, Chip's been a testament to the power of vision, because he created a vision that he wants to have abs for the first time in his life, and he's lost 40 pounds, and he's well on his way to making that happen, because that's literally what vision is, right? Like, he can visualize what he's going to look like. And yeah, Chip, I mean, guys our age usually struggle with career visions, right? Because we're just getting started. We don't know what it looks like, but keep working on that, because a job isn't your vision, right? A job is just something you're working at right now, and it probably won't be the same thing 10 years from now, but you have a vision for your career and your finances. The job thing will take care of itself as it changes each year, each decade. All right, great. Who's next?
All right, this is Eric. I'll go. Can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. So I'd say my strength is, especially after, this whole road trip and going to Grant Cardone and all that, I think finances is definitely kind of my strength, which is ironic because, I'm not sure if all of you know, but I was, laid off from my job a couple weeks ago. And so my finances shouldn't be in check, but I think it's not so much as my actual bank account fine, it's the vision that I have, is that it's so much more powerful. I've learned so much from this program, as well as Grant Cardone, about, increasing income streams and increasing revenue in different ways. And so I think my vision of my finance is a lot stronger than before. And I'd say my weakness, honestly, is kind of like relationships, which Tyler said is kind of hard to measure, but this program has made me kind of reflect and reconsider how I've been dealing with my relationships, whether that's my girlfriend or my parents and whatnot. And so I definitely have a lot that I want to do better, a lot I want to improve on. And I would have no idea that I was doing, a quote unquote bad job if I didn't do this program. So.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, that's one I struggle with the most too. I think it's kind of tough, but as far as the finance thing goes, I just want to congratulate Eric, because he does have such a great vision financially that, anybody else our age, I mean, we're 24 years old, anybody else who got laid off from their job would be screwed, right? Like they'd have to go hustle and find a job right away. And like, because Eric's so firm in his beliefs and his vision, and he's practiced good financial skills, he's not in a place where he has to scramble. Like he can take some time back. He can work on his Isagenix business full time and see if he doesn't even need to go back, which is really impressive, I think. And that's a testament to the vision that he's had, not just from this program, but long before, being a good saver and a good investor. Great. Who's next? And again, just unmute. I can't see hands, so just unmute and go for it.
Okay, it's Gina. So for me, actually since January 1st, I've been like laser focused on like health and fitness goals. So this program just kind of solidified it, but I think that the program is helping. I'm very behind though, more with the identity factor. So while I'm like laser focused on these goals, focusing on my identity is really helping me know that this is not just a goal to reach at some date. This is who I'm becoming and what I want out of my life and who I want to be. So it's helping with all that internal motivation and everything, which is really important. And then the same with some other people, that finances is my area of I need work on. I pause on those days. I just can't, I don't know. That's where the deception kicks in, I guess.
So what's your plan to keep improving that as you go? Do you have anything in place to keep working on that vision as you go after this program?
Well, first I got to finish the program. So the plan is to finish the program. Because I liked what you said at the beginning. You're like, just finish it. And I did get I did this program last year and I got behind because it got all mixed up with the 4 colors and that was like crazy. And now like I said, I've been laser focused. I do pre-rate myself every morning. I'm like, okay, get to the program. It's 5 and I still got 5, but I just don't get in here and do the work for the past 10 days or something. But I'm going to finish it and I'm going to keep writing the notes and doing it.
Perfect. There's definitely seasons of life where you're working on different areas, and right now it might be more health and fitness, but you'll get the finance. And once you finish this one, we'll talk to you. There's a whole program for those of you guys struggling with finances. We can plug you into a finance program if that's something you really need to work on. And similar model to this program, just totally focus on finances, which I know is a big one for people. So great. Thanks, Gina. Who's next? Couple to go here. Who hasn't gone yet?
Hey, it's Becca. I hadn't gone yet.
Becca.
I think like a lot of us, I think the health piece of it has always been an easy focus for me. One, just because heredity in my family has always made me focus on my health because of heart disease and different things of that nature. So I think that piece has always been a good focus for me. Although I did, I would say I've let it slip a little bit in the last moving down here, where you would think I had this vision of myself being in the best shape of my life because now I'm near the beach and blah, blah, blah. But the piece I didn't take into account was all the visitors I would have who are on vacation. So balancing that, but definitely since the beginning of the year, I'm like refocused and have been doing really well with that piece. Relationships is still a struggle for me, and not with family or friends, but still, with significant other, and my relationship with him and dealing with that. So this has kind of got me refocused on improving that piece of my life.
Great. Thanks, Becca. Yeah, the program's always, they'll always kind of bring to attention the areas you need to improve, and it can be uncomfortable for sure. I know it has been for me, but it's definitely worth it just to work through it. Who we got next? We got a few left, I think. Who's next?
I think
Who's
Linda
next?
should go with her beautiful new hairdo.
All right, let's hear it, Linda.
I was just going to say the same thing. If Linda's not going to go, I can go.
All right, go ahead, Cindy. I'll go after you.
Okay. For me, like what we've all done this program before, so we weren't actually doing the journaling. We were just watching the videos each day. So my big disconnect is I need to be in a program doing the typing and journaling every day. The videos are great and they're helpful, but it's just not the same. And so that was a big disconnect for me. So it just got me like, all right, I'm ready to start a program like, 100% legit and not just, we love to do the program along with you guys. And so we watched the videos and all of that. So we knew where you were through the program, but very, very different. So for me, I think, the health is always easy for me. The wealth is not hard for me either. I married a man who is so conservative that he just totally helped me with my terrible money mindset I had before I came to him. I would say, like, I don't even know which area I feel is a struggle to me. I just feel like all areas are so very, very important. I want to stay on top of it. So every area, like relationships are huge to me. I think, our business is based on relationships. So I feel like that's something we always need to get better. And so I don't feel I have an area of massive struggle. I just feel like I need improvement on all areas. So I just continue to stay in programs so that I'm constantly growing.
Great. So we have Linda, you want to go? And then John, Susan, and I think are the only ones left.
Okay. Unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. I think the
hear me.
connection was
Okay.
spotty for a second, but I think it's good.
So just like Cindy said, she doesn't have an area where she feels massively, what you said, that you're, sorry, can you hear me? I feel like
It's okay.
It's a little spotty. It's okay,
Like
but I
it's
think
frozen.
we can make use of it. It's a little spotty.
I've had issues with my computer since the beginning of this, so it seems like I keep getting frozen. So what's going as far as my strengths, I think, well, I started out as my health vision being, unfortunately, I think I overdid it a couple of days ago and pulled my back out. So that's on hold right now as far as getting that back on track. But my relationships and I think are my strengths. I feel I just have a good rapport with just all the people that I work with and also that I'm connecting with along the way. Even tonight I met with someone to enroll and, he said to me, I don't need to know what's in the products. I know I trust you and I know you'd never steer me wrong kind of thing. And I feel good about that because I would never, that's just not who I am. And I think anyone that knows me knows that about me. So he didn't enroll, but he will. He said he will eventually. And then as far as weaknesses, the finances and career part. So they're kind of, I feel like those two are connected and influence one are very connected. So one's a
Great.
strength and one's a weakness. So.
Thanks, Linda. Thank you. All right. So Sue, you want to go next?
Hey guys. So this is my favorite thing. I feel like I could do the big picture over and over and over again because we're always creating new visions. And for me, strangely enough, I have just been really so focused on my health, which has not, I'm always eating healthy, always exercising, but this has been really great for me to kind of refocus on that. So my vision of being healthy and fit and well is really actually, I feel like it's just going to make everything else come together. So, no matter what it is, I think if you have a healthy body and a healthy mind, so, and there we go. We all started in the Healthy Mind and Body program and has led us here. So you would think that that would be the least place where I'd be focusing, but right now it's the most because I've gone through so much in the last few months. It's almost like getting back to basics. So that's what I love. But love being in a program. And I second what Cindy said, the journaling part, I miss that. I can't wait to start a new program.
Awesome. Thanks, Sue. John?
Yeah, so similar to Cindy, I don't feel like weaknesses or something I'm focused on in this program, but when we went through the big picture, because we all did this in the pre-trial program about a month ago, one thing I really focused on and that I've been focusing on my vision is just stepping it up in my leadership abilities and just getting clear on your vision and then just like being intentional, taking those steps. That's really helped take me to the next level with my team and just everything that we've been doing. So I feel like because you can kind of customize this program to make it work for whatever category in your life you're trying to improve on. So I really focus on leadership abilities, and it's just awesome. And so like when you're just going in daily and writing this down and getting clear on where you want to go, it just helps you like get that right mindset and just get so clear on what you're trying to do. So that's been the biggest takeaway for me. And just all of it is awesome. Like I feel the same about health, and I feel like a lot of us, not everyone, but in Isagenix, like we have an easy solution for health. So that's not the most difficult area, but just all of them, it's just so good to get in and get clear on where you want to be and then just start taking the action to go.
Awesome. Thanks, John. I'll wrap it up with mine. I would say I'm super, super clear on like finances, career, and leadership. And I've had a lot of growth in those areas in the last 2 years. And that's because I've been super clear on my vision. And it's definitely a little hazy on the other two with relationships and health. And I think I've kind of always been healthy, and I've always been lucky enough to have great people around me. So I've kind of taken both for granted. And I've maintained good relationships and good health, but where it's, growth to you, they always say be grateful, but unsatisfied, right? I think I've been satisfied in those two areas for too long, and I need to create a vision to keep growing and expanding because I could still have better relationships and I could still have better health. So for me, that's what I'm really focused on moving forward is get more clear on a vision there to actually grow and not just stay the same in those two areas. But yeah, that was great. Thank you guys for sharing. Hope you all really got a lot out of this program. Like I said, I think it's just so valuable to go through this stuff consistently. You're probably feeling great right now, but if you stop journaling about your vision consistently, you're going to go right back to where you were when you started this. So it's, I know that I'm that same way when I'm not doing it. I revert back to my old lazy mental habits. So it's so important to stay plugged into this kind of stuff and keep doing it, keep feeding your mind, keep making yourself think, keep challenging yourself, and keep growing. So we're going to keep offering these things for you guys so you can stay plugged in. We're going to keep doing them ourselves so we can stay plugged in. And I know John, my mom, and Sue and I have been talking about what we want to roll out next. I know a lot of people that I've got into this program and others have never even done the original Transform You, kind of the initial one. So I'm gonna be encouraging people to get on board with that one. And if any of you guys haven't done that yet, definitely try it out. That one's all about really just creating habits and letting habits get results for you in your life, because a lot of you guys talked about how you might be behind on this program, right? Or you haven't really created that habit of doing this program every day. Well, Transform You is all about how do you actually train your mind to build that habit so that you don't ever have to think about getting up and doing your Growth You in the morning, or you don't ever have to think about drinking your shake for lunch, or whatever the habit is you're trying to create. So Transform You has definitely been the most impactful program I've taken out of all of these. So we're gonna be rolling out that one. And then I think my mom and Sue are going to be rolling out leadership program, all about taking your leadership to the next level and what does it take to be a better leader. Mom, do you have anything else to add to leadership?
Yeah, some of you are like lifelong growth viewers with us. I know, gosh, Gina, I think you've done every single program we've done. Several of you guys have. So if those are programs you've already done, we have a wealth mindset one that none of you have done because we haven't rolled that one out. We do have one on relationships. And we have a new health one that is like healthy mind and body on steroids. So we have other programs for you. So you're going to see us, the four of us are going to come together this week and kind of figure out our game plan moving forward. In the next week, we'll probably be rolling out something else. But just keep in mind, if you've already done those and you still want to be involved in a program, we'll do a one-on-one consultation with you and find the right program for you, because we do have assets. We have like all these different programs that we can share with you at discounted prices. So we'll help you whatever your goals are, for sure.
And I just want to add to that, like another thing that I've become grateful and maybe satisfied with and kind of forgotten how lucky we are is the prices that we're doing these programs. I know like the first one that we did, I went to an event, which was like $500. And then the program that we bought after the event was like $500. And like Transform You is a $499 program. So take advantage of all these programs we have at wholesale right now. Like we did this to help you guys get these at a cheaper price, because we know that sometimes it can be a stretch to pay $500 for a personal growth program. So really take advantage of these while we have them. We have a limited amount that we bought at that discounted price to resell to you guys. And, I'm super grateful for it. And I need to keep paying this forward to my team more and more. And you guys that have been here, you love it yourself, like share this with other people in your life, because it's no fun to grow and not have the people around you growing with you, right? And, if you have an Isagenix team that you want plugged into this, plug them into it, because they're only going to grow their business if they grow themselves. So let's keep taking advantage of it, stay plugged in. We're going to keep rolling stuff out and keep trying to add as much value as we can on top of the programs, which are already great to begin with. And we'll be in touch with you guys about, like I said, Transform You and the leadership program. So I think that's all I have. Anybody else have anything else to add?
I just wanted to add to that, Tyler. I'm glad that you said that, because I was just going to kind of bring that up as well. Perfect. And, like when we go to conference, we say bring your team, because it's one thing if we grow, but if we don't bring our team, they're not going to grow. So if this program's helping you, think of some people on your team. A lot of people want to hire coaches or do some kind of extra training. They could do it from their own home. It's a daily program, and it's really going to help them. It's inexpensive when you do the math. It's very, very affordable for everybody. So bring your team,
Absolutely.
And tell Johnny I said hi in the background, Cindy.
Hey, Johnny, they see you. Say hi. And the last thing I was going to share is keep in mind you guys have 10 days after the close of the program to finish your work. So if you are behind, just put time in every single day to get caught up so that you complete this program. We want you to have this completed and make sure that like you guys track this and keep notes. Like I have a Growth You notebook for every program I go through. So I'm keeping track of, like Tyler was asking, where are our areas of struggles? Where are our areas that we're doing well in? So I keep track of all that in each program. And it's so fun to look back in the beginning and think, gosh, I've come a long way. So that's what we want for you guys. We want you to grow through these programs. We want you to learn. We want you to share them with people and just continue to grow yourself so that you can come to a point where you're like, all right, there is no there. We always say that. We'll always want to be growing, but you can come to a point where you're like, all right, I've got this one. I can train on this one. I can teach on this one. I'm comfortable with this one, and then work on the next one.
And, if you at your job and they told you finish this work, by the next 10 days, you would do it, right? And they're going to pay you $25 an hour or whatever for that work. This work will pay you immensely, 10 times more than that if you do it. You're not going to get paid now. Might not get paid in dollars. You might get paid in some other experience or get that investment back, but invest your time and do it and get it done just like if it was your full-time job, because it's 10 times more valuable than the wages you're trading money for. So trade some time and invest your time in this. Finish strong if you haven't. And thank you guys for sticking it out and finishing the program, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, Cindy, Susan, John, and Tyler. We really appreciate it.
Oh gosh,
of course,
we love you guys. Thank you.